The Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
As his house guard,
You have the honor of
Ignorant
addressing a
security
member
is
of the
my chief
Thalmor.
concern.
Bask in it. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred Mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scowled. Old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. You're dead!
Over here!
Yeah! Yeah! Real fight!
You wish you could beat me! Must have scared him off.
The Empire has always been good to the orcs, but this war of theirs is none of my concern. I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price. Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can imagine. Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down, but no true warrior goes without it. If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a dangerous heart. Jarl wants me to cool this new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested? Good hunting. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Fight well.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. A girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Fight well.
Ondolimar is the commander of the Thalmor in Markarth. Worship of Talos is strictly forbidden.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right? Oh, thank you. The dogs were getting restless. Here, this is for you. All right, then. Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off. Anton sure looks like he's from the Reach. But don't tell him that.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach. No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filthy native. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are forsworn barbarians. And have you seen what they eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall? Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs. Take a look. Until next time.
The Silverblood family will be heard. Jarl can refuse to see me all he likes. He can't ignore us forever.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Calcelmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel. Stay out of trouble, Orc. Watch the skies, traveler.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Feline quite a bit. You know Feline? Well, suffice to say she is resplendent, but not without resolve. Striking in all senses. The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start to shake. I could never hope to approach her. That's the trouble. I know Feline from the keep, but I have no idea what sorts of things she likes. It's not a simple matter. I could offend her fairly easily by bringing up the wrong subject. I've seen it happen before. There is one, Ingvar. He's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Feline is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance.
Huh?
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Archay will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Archay, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first, too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Tread lightly in the hall. We don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten. You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. It's inside Reachcliff Cave. But the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to Namira's embrace together. Until then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't be disturbed anymore. We have bigger plans ahead.
You've returned. What happened in the Hall of the Dead? Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward. Arcade protect you.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
Hail, companion.
The Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
Break the law in Markarth, and it's off to Cinder mine with you.
But you have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Myr. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Myr over man, 1 century at a time. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred Myr such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor... The Empire has agreed. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I'm Ogmund the Scowled. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships but the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. Until next time. The Thalmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
What is it? Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers. Let me guess. You need a drink. It's the silver blood inn you're looking for.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
I have meals to cook for the entire castle, and almost no help.
Huh?
What is it? Dragons?
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern. Igmund's father was killed by Forsworn. I won't rest until they've paid with their blood.
Calcelmo? What about him? Vangavum? He's an odd little man, always poking around the ruins and wasting time in his museum. Seems friendly enough, obviously intelligent. Why do you ask? Well, aren't you a strange one?
Rayrek is far too cautious, but I'll agree with him on any measure that keeps this city safe.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
We need to discuss the Forsworn.
The only thing we need to discuss is how many men it'll take to flush them out of the hills.
It's not that simple, Igmund. There are reports of Forsworn here in the city.
It doesn't matter if they're in the city. We fight them where they live, we won't have to fight them here.
They live here too, my Jarl. That's what I'm telling you. I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details. I have letters to read.
You speak to Igmund, son of Arolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward.
Hail, companion.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Let's see those Stormcloaks try to break into this canyon.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they owned Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I have records I need to tend to.
I work for the Silverbloods, help clean. Just here to work.
You don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Cinder. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out! We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy! This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
Hey. You first. Come on. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Now.
No. Kill him. Crush his bones. Tear at his flesh.
Get out of my head.
You will kill or you will die.
I can't die here. Pedro has us. Or me.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Yes, it's an altar. Men would come and sacrifice the wretched in my name. The weak would be punished by the strong. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate the altar until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Outsiders. Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners to dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No. I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. What? Why? Are you interested? Ah, a secret admirer, eh? Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Feline likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Rorikstead. I can change it to be about Feline, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Come back when you got the gold, then. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just let Feline read it herself. Don't want you stumbling over the words and ruining my flow. Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver. Just turn around and leave the city. That's the smart move. Huh?
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Good afternoon. Need something?
Hmm? Hmm?
Hmm? Need something?
You again. What? If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest. So if you don't have any business, leave. This is a private home, and the master of the house is a very old man. He's not to be disturbed.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth.